Birthday hour, birthday hour shy, birthday hour, birthday hour shy, birthday hour, birthday hour shy. All praise unto Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Wa Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone. Honor you brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is going to be a video going into this thing of the 5G. Not too much intricate detail into the actual 5G system or whatever, what they're going to try to do with this thing, which is to set up the RFID chip mark of the beast. So without much further ado, I'm just going to go straight into the video. So it says here, Trump to nationalize 5G. So this technology, is being pushed, spearheaded, if you will, by the telecoms community, so to speak. So the first question you should be thinking when you're seeing this, okay, is why is a major president, all right, pushing for this so-called 5G system out here, and in America, and all of these countries are gonna follow after America. And the simple answer is that it's for the RFID chip to be the network for the RFID chip to work. Okay, see, there's been a plan going back onto guys like Albert Pike and so on and so forth about this so-called New World Order, and there's particular technologies that they need, all right, to achieve that so-called New World Order. All right, when you go into the Google or you go into YouTube videos, you can search out what's going to be involved, okay, what they're going to try to achieve in terms of the population within the earth. Okay, they're going to try to destroy a lot of people off the earth, all right. And in addition to what, pursuant to the book of Revelations 13 and 16, you can get it for yourself, all right. Pursuant to the book of Revelations, we know that they're going to try chip everybody, all right. They're going to try to put the RFID chip mark of the beast on everybody, on every living person that's within the world. So as a result, all right, they have to push this technology out there. So it says Trump apparently wants to control 5G in a state-run socialist twist to the American capitalism. All right, and now there's an indication that it could become part of the 2020 election campaign. So that's kind of like a big deal, man. All right, that's kind of like a big deal. All right, that they're gonna push it as. Remember, they had the immigration thing as part of the campaign, and what's that all about? Okay. You got a major immigration crisis out here within Europe. You got the Syrians; they're still trying to find their way back home, right? You got the Syrians. Jokes aside, you got the Syrians out there. They done lost their houses or whatever during the America Syria thing, all right, and Russia thing. Okay, you got the Mexicans out there within America. Okay, the different people within the world out there that are so-called migrants, immigrants, or whatever you want to call it. They're not in the best situation right now, man. Okay, so how are you gonna control that? That was used as a so-called campaign thing. Trump still hasn't built up the wall. So when you're talking about different campaigns that they done pushed in the past, all right, or different things that they was trying to get the people to fall back on, right? All of what it has in common is population control, or how you gonna separate? You get what I'm trying to say? You got a lot of population control. That's part of the menu. Okay, and this 5G thing is gonna play a major part into the population control, because why? Because you're gonna be able to, with that chip, you're gonna be able to monitor everybody's actions. Okay, so it's over the weekend, Trump. See, but what you have to remember, all right, what you have to remember. This is I'll get into the scriptures. I'll hold that scripture for a second. But you have to remember, the Most High said that in the fullness of his sufficiency shall he be in straight. So this in turn actually means that we're close to the end. All right, here it is. They're bringing out their technology for this RFID chip, but the RFID chip coming out means that we're right at the end. The scripture says that the Most High was not going to have it when the chip was going to be out there, and the World War III thing was going to pop off, and the Lord was going to come and deliver his people. Right, over the weekend, President Trump's campaign team renewed its controversial pitch on the nationalizing, right, the country's 5G network. In other words, the government would have control over the 5G airwaves and liaise to access with private wireless providers. All right. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's all part of the same system, man. Right. All part of the same system. That it's not the government that controls it, but the elite banking families that want to control it. Right now, let me go into the scriptures. Let me hit a few points. I suppose since we're in Revelations, let's go to the scripture that I had quoted in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse of Revelations 13 and 16. Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right, in their right hand and or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save that he hath the mark save he hath that that had that no man might buy or sell if that he hath the mark in his right hand, or the mark of the beast, or in the forehead, or on the number of his name in his forehead. Sorry. Okay, he who has wisdom, let him have. So that's basically it. So they're gonna have a chip out there, okay, that they're gonna unleash on the people, and they're gonna need a network for that to work on. All right, a fast network for you to be out there in the middle of the streets. All right, you're driving somewhere, if they allow you to do that. You're driving somewhere, and the coppers pull you up. They scan your chip, and they get the data on that, man. So that's gonna be an important part of it. All right, let's go to the book of Psalms 83. Okay, the book of Psalms 83, and I'll go straight to the point. And 2, it says, follow the enemies, starting first with Esau, all right, next Moab, and so forth and so on. Make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up their heads. So you got a lot of proud people walking within the world right now, because the 12 tribes of Israel ain't in their rightful position. Continuing, they have taken crafty counsel against thy hidden one. Now this transcends way beyond, okay, just speaking about the chip. Crafty counsel goes into the food that the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are given to eat. It goes into every facet of life, where everything that we do as a people has been designed to destroy ourselves. Right? That's why you have the music, the rap music, okay, that demonic rap music is basically being pushed out there heavy into the Negro, Hispanic, and Native American community, man. All right, to destroy them. They've taken crafty counsel against thy hidden ones, and crafty against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. So the reason I pulled out that scripture is that there's a deeper agenda that's being looked at, and they're trying to achieve, that they're working on behind closed doors. All right. Now this is going into something else, but I'll read it anyway, because as they said, let's come and cut them off from being a nation. Let's take the name of Israel from remembrance. But see, Israel's going to be put back into remembrance. All right. That's why we're called Zion, man. The Zion one, monument. Okay. It's going to be put back into remembrance. All right. They're going to try to achieve this so-called New World Order by way of that crafty counsel. But guess what? The Most High is going to stop him from trying to do that. All right. Let me get this just quick precept there. We'll probably call it quits in a second. So the book of Job, the 20th chapter. I'll go straight to the point. Where's the point? Right. Job 20 and 22 says, in the fullness of his sufficiency shall he be in straits. So right now you're going to see a lot of Esau catching a lot of hell in trying to achieve his so-called New World Order, because he's right about to fill his belly, man. Okay, shall he be in straits, which means difficulty. Every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. So ultimately, he's not going to be able to achieve this New World Order. In fact, there's this precept here, 18th verse, that which he have labored for shall he that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not and shall not swallow it down according to the substance shall the restitution be. Yes, he shall not rejoice in them. So he ain't gonna be able to enjoy this so-called new world order, man. Okay, with the chip and on all of these different things that he's trying to work on. But pretty much, yeah, that's the video. Okay, check out the article. It's on Zero Hedge. With that, I'm gonna say, all praise unto Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, Waharu Kakadash, double honors unto the apostles of the great millstone, on the brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.